Yo, Philly Rolls! It's Friday, October 15th, 2021, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you all had a good week. Let me tell you how today went. So, I was supposed to wake up at 6 a.m. so I could eat some breakfast and then take my time to go to the Norwich Library book sale happening about an hour away from my house. However, when I woke up at 6 a.m., I got this weird, naughty itch inside of my body. It was whispering naughty things in my ear and saying, Eric, you shouldn't go to this book sale. Think about what BooksaleFinder.com said on the website regarding this book sale. Lots of children's books. So I thought about it. That itch made me really think about it. And I came to the conclusion that, why would I waste my time driving an hour just to see all these dealers, all these scanners, and I can only come out with like a box of books, and maybe it's all just children's books, and I don't even profit that much. Why don't I just take my time, enjoy a little bit of this morning, sleep in, and then just hit the next book sale of the day hard with John? So you know what? That's what I freaking did. I slept in the morning. This is the first time I've slept in a while after having an early night last night, and it felt freaking good. When I woke up, it was time for me and John to go to the Summers book sale happening about 50 minutes north in Connecticut. Now, before we head to the book sale, I have to make my usual stop at the post office. This time we go to the Southington post office, and there's some weird thing I gotta do there. Apparently, one of my Amazon packages got sent to a guy in California, but the post office couldn't deliver it because there was like no such number, which means they couldn't deliver it to his address. This guy ended up messaging me on Amazon and saying, hey, can you return it to me? So I picked up the package from the post office. I messaged the guy and say, hey, can you confirm your address with me? He still hasn't responded to me, and I'm recording this video tomorrow, which is Saturday. So, you know what? Screw him. If he doesn't want the book back, that's fine. I don't want to have to pay for the postage anyway. I'll just relist it on Amazon. Okay, so John and I eventually make our way over to Summers for the book sale, and I recognize the place we're going to. We've been to this book sale before. Actually, back in the spring/early summer, Mr. Zach helped us out at this sale. Me and John were scanning. This was actually John's first time scanning books, and he did a great job. Mr. Zach was helping us load carts and move bags from the book sale to the car and so forth. And honestly, that sale did pretty well for us, so I was hoping to do well again today. And certainly well we did. I'll tell you about that in a bit. But first, I have to introduce you to, once again, Mr. Jim. Mr. Jim was at the Summers book sale line. Him and I talked for a little bit. He asked me about how the bookstore's going. I told him about the book business, how much labor it is when you go into bulk. And he's telling me, yeah, that's why I stick away from bulk. One time Salvation Army hit me up and they wanted to give me a bunch of books, but I don't really have the space or time for it. I prefer to focus on more expensive rare books and make the money that way. I very much respect that. Jim is very knowledgeable about antique books, and I respect that because that takes work. A lot of these scanners are foreign people that don't know anything about American books. They just go through the manual process of scanning books and coming out with the right ones as long as they work fast enough. But Jim, he's just got his knowledge. He can look at any book and he finds it profitable for himself. He could probably pull out a couple $100 books at these book sales and make himself a week's worth of pay. Like, good for him. I respect that. I want to be able to get to that level like Mr. Jim. There's nobody else I really talked to in the book sale line except for the guy from Branford. He seems to have an MF operation going out of his house, but I don't think he's that good. He doesn't really have a lot of books most of the time, and he tells me that he keeps his profit triggers low, so he's coming out with maybe marginal profit. I like to keep my profit triggers a bit higher. I don't even know this guy's name, by the way, from Branford. I'm just gonna call him Smoker Red Beard, because one time I saw him smoking outside of his car, and he's got a red beard that he's never shaved before. Pretty sure he's a single man, too. He's kind of awkward. I feel bad for him. He's like really old. Well, not really old. He's probably like 35, and he's doing this all by himself. Like, good for you, bro, but I'm not trying to give you any of my information, so you can give me yours. Okay, the book sale starts. John's second in line, I'm fourth in line, and we hit the sections hard. I go to some science, math section, John goes to history, and then we just move around back and forth between sections, just like every other book sale. I end up going to fiction, and I pick out the books I want. Any book that has like a matte, glossy finish and is like textured a bit, those tend to be pretty good. I don't know why. I think it's because they're newer. That's the new trend in paperback fiction books. So anytime I see those, I know they're new, so I pick them them out. So I picked out like 6 of them that are worth between 15 and 20 bucks on Amazon, and I picked them out just by looking at them. I picked them all and I scanned them just to double check, and they were freaking good. So that was a good eye by me. Now there's some other stuff that I certainly missed in the religion section. I should have hit religion earlier, but I did not. All the other scanners got to it first. That way, by the end of it, there was nothing with ISBNs that was good. There was a couple things without ISBNs that probably good. I don't know yet. They're high ranked, so I don't know if they'll sell quickly. Maybe I'll put them on eBay. I do not know yet. By the end of the book sale, John and I came out with, I think, 4 or 5 IKEA bags full of books. We loaded them up into the trunk, and then we drove home to eat food. We haven't really eaten today, so it was about time we ate food. Mom made like some ziti, meatballs. It was very good. John and I ate, and then it was off to do more work at the warehouse. So at the warehouse, I was pretty pissed off because my computer all of a sudden did an update. Why can't you freaking update when I'm not there? I don't know, computer. How about you just do better? So the reason I was pissed off is because I was planning to do some work on the computer, like packaging my orders and stuff. But now that I can't do that, I'm kind of just laying around not knowing what to do. I have John go sort books by condition, and then I figure, I might as well go to Walmart, get some rubber bands. I want to get rubber bands, the big ones, so I can keep my books in lots when I list them on eBay, like children's books especially. So I went to Walmart, got those rubber bands. When I get back, the computer's finally done updating. So I start to list stuff on Amazon, and I also start to package orders. Meanwhile, I train John on how to do bulk eBay listings. I will not tell you how to do bulk eBay listings the way I do. I do it super quick. That way it's profitable for my business, but you cannot know, because that way you will take my business. I'm sorry about that. If you are a bookseller and you're watching this, I cannot tell you how I do it. I may use a software, I may not. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It takes a while to learn though, but John's a pretty quick learner, so John got it down, and he filled one of my bays with books pretty much in one night. By the time midnight struck, it was time to go, so we were off, and I went right to sleep when I got home. That's pretty much it for today. Till tomorrow, peace.